Trigger warning, you've been warned. Welcome to the Ramble. I've dated this one the 7th of April. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's technically the 8th of April, so sue me. Howdy, I'm a naturally empathic, I'm just going to go straight into this. I'm a naturally empathic type of person, don't get me wrong. I take no shit, however, I do try to remain mindful of the effect that my choices may have on others, even more so as I grow in age and hopefully wisdom. Although I falter at times, when there is conflict, I try to take an objective and logical stance, responding to the cause of the conflict as opposed to the person or group with the conflicting perspective. I find it far more prudent to comprehend conflicting views in order to find practical solutions to said conflict. Additionally, everyone involved then has the opportunity to learn from the experience. After much reflection, observation, trial and error, and I do say that a lot, I have found that taking this stance enables the best potential outcomes all around. Great. Who's going to argue with that, right? Well, this is where it does start to become a bit more interesting. Responsibility again. Whose responsibility is it to make those choices? Is it the state? Is it religious leaders? Or is it the responsibility of the individual? I would hope that there would be no need to clarify. However, yes, it is entirely the responsibility of the individual to identify and make the appropriate choices in life. I am of the opinion that any preordained ideology, regardless of its foundation, is fundamentally flawed. Without exception, the very notion of having one's worldview spoon-fed and therefore blinkered from those crucial learning and development opportunities stunts personal growth. It's not to say that I think I have the correct answer to any of the world's issues. Far from it. After more than 30 years of living silently in the systematic grey areas, this is what I see going on in the world. I have a lot of work to do before I'll be entirely ready to hit what I shall call, for now, the consolidation video. Rest assured I am on it though. The painting is pretty much finished. It's more about bringing all the pieces of GLNF together and ensuring that there is a presentable, coherent, simple plan going forward. In the interim, I have a little food for thought to share, which I have decided to dub Bedtime Tales for Lisa. With a variety of matters careening around my head at the moment, little snippets of a tale which I have written 2 incarnations of, the first in 2000-2001, which was then lost in a house move, sad times, and the second was a complete rehash of the theme and key quotes that I could recall at the time, and that was in 2005. I'd always intended to revisit this tale. It had an unfinished or, more appropriately, immature feeling to it. Turns out that today was that day. With no further ado, I shall read said tale. I sincerely hope that at least some may find it enjoyable and hopefully pleasantly evocative. Excuse me. Different cup. Discussion with a brother. Edited 2016. A voice from nowhere calls unseen. Please hear me. Something troubles me. I hear you speak of varying things, never twice the same it seems. You claim to be on many a path. If that were true, your mind would be beyond halved. Religion and science, sometimes the occult, a closer look still, and that's not the lot. All these things from different ways, yet every day you chop and change. How can you be at all secure, reassured? When I hear this, I fear you will never be cured. I pause a moment, gathering thoughts, turning to see a brother distraught. My dear, be calm, please still your heart. Those separate paths are all one art. With every waking moment, a spell you weave yourself. As do I, as does everyone else. The breath we breathe, the steps we take, do our own demises make. Not only the studies you've mentioned to me, but also the existence of this very world be all of the same, all of the one. Some choose to give name, and I choose to give none. Through this lack of name of mine, there are no constraints upon my mind. No tags, no labels or segregation for me. So I am free, my way clearly seen. Realising I am waffling on, I yawn and stretch. I've sat here working too long. My brother at my silence speaks. I still don't think you understand. How could you without studying in the ways that I have? Ha, my friend, yes, this is true. Still, I may have a lesson for you. The doctrine you follow is wholesome, yet through its teachings, your eyes and your mind have been set. You believe that science can never beholden the answers, or that there are things we humans should never see. What are they there for, my dear? Tell me that. My brother looks flustered, turning red before me. I do not know what you mean, I'm sure. At the sight of my brother I let out a guffaw. Laughter rings out through the night, breaking the silence before the stirring of the new day's light. I shrug my shoulders and try once again. Science, religion and the occult, a word that means only hidden path. Philosophy too, and in fact all the arts, they can all come together as like to soul, mind, soul and heart. But when we try to categorise, the mind is clouded by little white lies. For truth many strive, yet with cosseted mind, and in this way retread a very old line. When one can see the all as one, lines that have been drawn will all be gone. All of the trials understood overcome, as if witness to this final setting of a very distant sun. The nearby town's clock strikes, the hour of 4 approaches. Soon the birds will start to sing, to silence fading once again to hail the coming of the day. My brother, still a vision of muddlement, paces around the room dismayed. Brother, please, now do relax. There's nothing in my words that damns. I hold a different point of view in that there is no harm to you. Now with fretful tongue he speaks, but dear, these words, do you not see, contradict everything ever said unto me. All my life I've humbly prayed, fasted and feasted as is our way. For centuries we've followed one set of books. I came here to save you, yet now, unblinkered I look. Beyond the ways I've been led to defend, with all of my soul I've pledged to the end. Brother love, please don't despair. The life we live is far too short to be fair. The pains we suffer are the things we learn. Your elders preach that every dusk and every dawn. The quandary lies within the lines, preaching with such dreadful, doleful scorn. These are lessons for life with love, with joy and laughter, happiness and fun. Preachers stand there droning on, lessons then become lost in their song. These things should be taught through daily life, received with gratitude, even delight. In this way the blow is softened, lessons learned earlier, never forgotten. When disaster comes to be upon us again, those lessons will guide you through, lift you up, and the same will be true for every soul that may ever be touched by you. Now, it was longer than that, but that's the end of it for now, because I've decided I'm going to do more with it. So yeah, anyway, it's been an interesting day, and that's all I have to say. Good night.